And then people will just talk for hours and days about what a good car is, and all of the experiences that they have with good cars, you know, as teenagers and adults and all this kind of stuff. And they'll take all that focus group data, a method that we use in communication studies, and they'll take all that focus group data and they'll compile it together and they'll say, okay, when people think of good car, these are the things that they think of. And then they'll create car commercials that speak to us on that experiential, referential level of what it means to have a high quality car, a luxury car, a great vacation, a good, you know, MP3 player, or whatever the case is. And all of that stuff is planned out in advance, and that's one of the reasons why it works, is you see an advertisement and you say to yourself, this speaks to me. You know, it's called me out, like the drugs called Bubbles out, and it's speaking just to me. Let's talk about rhetorical schemes which you'll be using in your speeches. This is totally shifting directions. I would like to have spent an entire class just talking about semantics and then an entire class talking about rhetorical schemes, but this is what I've got. There are so many ways to frame words that are pleasing to the human ear on an almost unconscious level. But we can talk about a few. Remember, your audience has selective attention. They're only going to pay attention to a small slice of experience, a small sliver of what's happening in front of them. You need to direct their attention to your thesis and your mini-theses. There are ways that that can be done through poetic language. So we've got all these tools for directing our audience's attention to our thesis and our mini-theses, etc. Here are some more. How we phrase our mini-theses matters. So they should use a rhetorical scheme. Now, Truman truly loved his wife and Truman truly loved his country just roll off the tongue, right? They have kind of a pleasing sound to them. Just as to be or not to be has kind of a pleasing sound to it. Just as we have nothing to fear, but fear itself has a kind of pleasing sound to it. A way that we remember, a way that helps us remember those words. Your mini-theses should use a rhetorical scheme, like Truman truly loved his wife and Truman truly loved his country. So the first thing you should do is you should use a parallel structure between your mini-theses. I mean a parallel grammatical structure. Now, Truman truly loved his wife. We've got Truman, he's a subject, he loved, he acts, he's got an adverb in there, truly, and his wife, a direct object. Because it's a transitive, is it a transitive verb? Transitive verb, right? So there's a direct object?
Yeah.
As opposed to intransitive, that's right. I forget these words. Anyway, you can see that there's a common grammatical structure. The grammatical structure is identical for these two sentences. Even though they have different meanings, even though they refer to different parts of the speech, their grammatical structure is the same, and it knits them together as part of a larger whole, and it also helps us as the audience remember because we attend to repetition. Assonance, repetition of vowel sounds. True, true, ooh, ooh, Truman truly loved, true, ooh, ooh. I've got a repetition of vowel sounds within. Now notice this is happening in two levels, right? I've got it happening within my mini-theses, and I've got it happening across my mini-theses. I've got double assonance, double-barreled Stoger assonance. This is the Coach gun assonance right here. Truman truly loved his wife. Truman truly loved his country. Okay? And that's assonance. When you're sitting down and you're preparing your persuasive and your informative speeches, you know, you'll be able to carefully craft each of your words, and you'll want to craft them in these ways so that your audience is compelled. When you're standing up for that interview for the $100,000 job, you want to do cool things like that too. Because none of your fellow people will do this. Only you, who were lucky enough to have me for SpeechCom 101, will know this intimately. And will know how important it is. Let me tell you a story. Spiegel Teleservices, a company that went defunct out in Rapid City. Way back in the late 1990s, when my wife was graduating, had another year of college left, and I had already finished, and I had to wait around Rapid City for a year for her to finish her degree at Blackville State. I needed to get a job. Well,